team. Before we get into your reading, I want to make a few announcements. There are some new developments. As you can see, I have my Stay Blessed Not Stressed merch in. You guys can go get your very own at teespring.com/stores/Lotus Designs. And I also have a join button now at the bottom of my videos. You can join and become a sponsor of this channel. It's a great way to show your support, and you guys get awesome perks as well as custom badges, emojis, things like that. Speaking of sponsors, by the way, I want to give a big shout out to all of my sponsors. Lotus Squad. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. Also, I'm branching outside of the realm of tarot. I have done a narcissism series. I'll go ahead and link one of them above. And I've also done my first vlog. I had a great time editing and shooting this, so I think that's something that I would like to continue to do on my channel. So guys, be sure to check that out. I'll link that above as well, and let me know your thoughts. Also, for those of you that have liked, commented, and shared, keep that shit up. Thank you guys so much for the support. So be sure to leave a like on this video, and be sure that when you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, because from here on out, I will be doing live daily readings for all zodiac signs between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m. Central Time, and you guys can have a chance to get one question answered for 20 bucks. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Pisces. Guys and goddesses, what messages do you have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs from now until the end of March? Now, Pisces, y'all know that I feel y'all on like a completely like soul level, right? Y'all know I have a Pisces moon, and so I get how you guys might be a little bit overwhelmed during this Mercury retrograde that goes retrograde on the 5th. I know that you guys will be overwhelmed with a plethora of emotions that seem to be bubbling up from the surface. Now, I feel like things will be finally coming full circle. Things will start to work out the way that we need them to. Beautiful. Guess what came out, y'all? Karmic cycles are complete. It is the devil reversed. We are releasing the energy of the devil, and we are embracing a more positive energy. I also feel like you guys are releasing yourselves in some way from, people who have addictions. If we were dealing with any addictions, we are now recovering and releasing ourselves from that. Any karmic relationships as well. You're now releasing yourself. You're reclaiming your power, and now you're able to set yourself free. I also feel like with the devil reversed, if you were dealing with anybody that was all about, one-night stands, things like that, just sexual relationships, you're releasing yourself from that as well. Any source of energy where it brings about greed, materialism, you're finally starting to align with your soul's purpose, Pisces. And that's a beautiful energy to have. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn here, or you could have it somewhere in your chart like me. And I just feel like there is going to be a fresh start for all of us, finally. After coming out of a time of feeling left out in the cold with our family members, after coming out of a time of, financial depletion, spiritual depletion, I feel like we are recovering from all of that. We could have been spending money, just to come up with unexpected expenses, trying to pay the bills on time, things may be piling up, and now you are finally recovering financially, starting at the beginning of this month. With that being said, Pisces, you may be trying to receive your justice regarding a workplace situation, or I feel like you could be dealing with family situations where you may have felt left out in the cold in some way. And now you're focused on recovering from that. I also feel like since the tower is here, here we go. A tower moment, Pisces. The truth will be revealed. So any injustices, any deception, imbalances in relationship, dishonesty, things like that, you're releasing yourself. You're seeking your justice, and anything that was built on shaky foundation, anything where there were a lot of lower vibrational energies between you and those around you, especially family, friendships, workplace, things like that, you're finally releasing yourself from that. You're finally regaining your sense of strength. If you guys were dealing with physical illness in the family, then you will start to see situations like that improve. And I just feel like you guys are going to decide to pull back. Maybe you guys are deciding not to reunite with certain people here, but I love how the Empress has made an appearance. So anything creative that you're doing, Pisces, continue to do it, honey, because it will be lucrative for you. Abundance will be flowing freely. I like how the Princess of Pentacles is at the bottom here as I'm shuffling, and I feel like you guys will receive more opportunities. You guys will start to gain more opportunities to make more money. I just feel like you guys are receiving some sort of news about receiving money as well, where it will help you regain stability within the home if you were dealing with anything that was bringing about instability. Some of you guys could be dealing with the mother of your children, or maybe you yourselves may be a mother, or you're just dealing with a motherly figure here where you're releasing yourself from the situation. There's been some injustices done, and now in doing so and completing that kind of cycle, we are moving forward. You guys are consistently putting in that hard work and mastering your craft. You're mastering yourself, and therefore each day that you continue to put one foot forward, you will start to see that stability multiply exponentially. I also see that you guys are able to manifest tangible things regarding money, finances, things like that. If you guys were awaiting any decisions regarding law, lawyers, settlements, things like that, I do feel like that will come to fruition for you the way that you're hoping. But there's something here that's causing you to be either a bit over emotional, or maybe you're dealing with people who are extremely over emotional. There could be someone, especially could be a mother here, where some of you guys could be viewing her as very cold. They're not in touch with their emotions, and that could also be what you're releasing yourself from here. I also feel like the Emperor is your advice. So I like that. You know, you're regaining your sense of authority, regaining your sense of control by making the decisions necessary to either move forward with certain people or to leave them behind for good. And therein lies your sense of control, Pisces. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring this down so we can see all the cards. And with this card here, the Ace of Cups reversed, okay, this is not going to last forever. So you guys may have turned down some new love offers. Maybe you guys may be still having trouble getting over someone from your past or getting over people from your past. Situations where love has not blossomed or it just wasn't fulfilling emotionally. I feel like now you're starting to turn this down. You may be dealing with certain blockages concerning creative blockages, emotional blockages. Focus on your heart, solar, and sacral chakras. Focus on clearing those chakra centers, healing them, and recharging them. And that could help turn this chalice back upright. But now that it is reversed, let's talk about this a little bit. Someone from our past. I feel like it could be someone that we recently had to take a leap of faith away from here because they weren't offering their cup in kind. There was a lack of reciprocity. And someone was just blocked here. So you decided to take a leap of faith. There could be some traps that may be set out for you here in the form of money, in the form of certain opportunities, and just different paths in our lives where it could be more of a trap than it is anything else. I do see that creatively you guys are focusing on moving forward with new ideas. So anything that has been in the womb in its gestation period, I feel like you guys are feeling inspired. You guys are ready to get creative. You guys are ready to start taking action on these ideas. Maybe in the beginning, towards the center of the month, you may be sitting on certain ideas. You're letting them accumulate. You're putting more thought into it, how you're going to execute it. But then I start to see that you guys will take action here. For those of you having a hard time getting over someone, it could be a Virgo for some of you guys, or this could be somewhere in your chart. I feel like this right here is someone where they have decided to isolate themselves, or they have withdrawn. I also feel like this energy alone is someone who is extremely paranoid, or they're very hesitant. And due to that type of energy, due to them withdrawing altogether, we have decided to start fresh. We are inspired and ready to embark on a new journey where we are focused on our goals and our projects here. So this could also be referring to your energy, Pisces, where you're pulling back. I noticed that Four of Swords reversed. You know, there's a bit of mental restlessness concerning, you know, having to leave someone out in the cold or being left out in the cold. And now that you're recovering spiritually, you may still be feeling a bit weak, but just keep in mind that things will come full circle. And the fact that you have now reclaimed your power, the fact that you have now released yourself from anything toxic, anything negative, anything that bedevils you, basically, this is where you start to see things improve for you. Because here we have, and this could even be referring to a Libra for some of you specifically, because I did notice the Queen of Swords reversed. Some of you guys are dealing with a Libra or motherly figure here where, you know, there's been a lot of injustices done against you, you feel, or someone could be viewing us this way. And I just get the sense that, you know, due to someone being unfair or dishonest, due to imbalanced relationships, we have felt slighted. And we felt like maybe we didn't get our justice. Maybe we just didn't get our justice in the time that we wanted to see it. But I do see that we will get our justice in the end. With the Empress here, I feel like, again, you're manifesting tangible things for yourself. Abundance flows freely to you. Money, good fortune, creative projects, you're now manifesting them into reality. You are turning your dreams into reality now that you have separated yourself from this. You guys could be dealing with third-party situations here. For those of you dealing with romantic relationships, maybe you guys are releasing yourself by getting a divorce or breaking up. I also feel like you guys could be expecting, or you guys may have found out about a third party expecting a child here, and that could also be where that source of injustice is coming from. I see with this Tower moment, it's a major truth that comes to light, and it will destroy the very foundations that have been built here. And with that being said, you know, whoever this Queen of Swords reversed is, whether it's a motherly figure, an air sign, or just someone in your life that is very cold-hearted, I feel like you will be blocking communication with certain people. You will speak your truth and then move forward. You won't try and revive something or anything like that. You're just going to say what you need to say, walk away, and leave it at that. There could also be some miscommunications going on, or just pure deceptive communication as well, and you guys are definitely finding out about it. The Emperor, I see this energy being about maintaining your sense of authority, regaining your sense of control. So if you've been delayed in making a decision to remove yourself from certain family relationships, friendships, and even love relationships where you felt unfulfilled for quite some time, this is advising you, take that authority back. If you guys are a CEO of a company, or if you guys are owning a business here, this is all about maintaining your sense of control within that realm and just focusing only on that. This could also be all about a fatherly figure here. So maybe a fatherly figure, or just your father could help you financially, or will be able to help you financially, will be able to help you manifest what it is that you are seeking when it comes to financial abundance, things like that. I also see external factors as the Judgment reverse. So again, you've made major decisions. This could be about somebody that you are contemplating reuniting with, or maybe someone that you have reunited with in the past, and now you've decided, now that everything continues to go down the same path, they're still blocked, nothing is blossoming, you realize that it's time to, you know, just make a decision that is in your best interest, not to revive the situation. Things will not be rebirthed. There could be someone that's not looking within. They're not taking responsibility for their actions. They're not holding themselves accountable. And so if that's the case, you really decide, okay, well, I'm blocking off communication then, because if you can't be logical, if you can't understand reason, then there's no reason for me to continue talking to you. Hopes and fears, Five of Wands. I feel like people may be causing a lot of petty squabbles, a lot of petty arguments here, and it's causing just a lot of combativeness. And so you're hoping to separate from all of this. It could be just, again, maybe you're still involved with certain people from your past where you're getting ready to separate, but you may be fearing doing so, because I feel like that circulates more around fearing the unknown than anything else. But once you push past that fear, face it and confront it head on, you will be able to move forward and be able to attract what it is that you desire. I see in the outcome, which is beautiful, the Eight of Swords reversed. We are releasing ourselves from feeling trapped in any relationships where we felt bound. We are releasing ourselves from our minds. We are not focused on anything that may leave us feeling some type of way. I just feel like we're finally releasing ourselves from anything that doesn't serve our higher purpose, period. So let's go ahead and clarify these. Five of Pentacles reversed. So we have the Knight of Swords. So some of you guys are dealing with an air sign for sure, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And this person moves very quickly. They live life in the fast lane. You know, they probably are the ones that are all about, you know, party and hardy, drugs, sex, rock and roll, things like that. This is also somebody who has a temper on them. So they may be coming in very quickly and expressing themselves. Or this could be you, Pisces. This could have something to do with the workplace situation, relationships, family relationships, things like that, where you found out about some injustices, some dishonesty, some lies being spread, and you're very angry about it. So you're coming for that neck, okay, and you're cutting them off at the knees, period, point blank. The wheel reverse, this could be something very sudden, very unexpected, and I just feel like this is all about there being an incomplete karmic cycle here. And with that being said, there's still some things that need to play out. So maybe towards the center of the month, you may finally decide, okay, I don't need to deal with this anymore. We've done this same go round over and over and over. It's been the same song and dance. So I think it's just done at this point. But I think things still have to play out to get to that point. Things still need to be revealed to you. The Devil reversed. So we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Some of you guys may be turning down a new beginning with someone here, or there's just some financial instability within the home. Maybe there's some sort of offer that you may miss. Maybe there's some sort of loss of money, or maybe you guys are just expending a lot of money when it comes to legal issues concerning divorces, things like that. It could even have something to do with settlements, or just, you know, getting the money that's owed to you from a company that has been unscrupulous. I also feel like, you know, whatever missed opportunity here is because, you know, you're releasing yourself from something karmic. So it's a good thing that you've missed out on an opportunity. Technically, it's not a missed opportunity at all. It could just be you turning down a new beginning with someone here who has this kind of energy. I see the Queen of Wands. So some of you guys could be dealing with the fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a motherly figure here. I feel like you guys could be turning down a new beginning with this person, or this could be you, Pisces, where you're just focused on your passions, your creative pursuits. You are moving forward. You're able to take the lead. You're very confident. You're very friendly, warm, and you're able to attract new relationships, new opportunities, things like that. I also feel like, you know, this could be all about just focusing on what you need to get done, and that's it. Justice. So we have the Alien reverse. So I mentioned this earlier about there potentially being a Virgo here who may be isolating themselves from us, or we are withdrawing from them. And it's definitely due to some injustices here. Someone was very angry in the past. They said some things that they probably now regret, but it's a little bit too late for that. And it's exposed their true colors once and for all. So we could also be just isolating ourselves from people like that. We are deciding that we are no longer interested in collaborating. It could be about a third-party situation for some of you, dealing with breakups and divorces. But I definitely feel like, especially in the workplace, there's a lack of camaraderie. People are not working together for the same cause. And if anything else, there could be other people opposing each other when they're going for the same outcome. So it's a lot of discord here. I feel like maybe someone just isn't qualified for a position, or maybe there's some training that may not come to fruition due to a lack of teamwork. I also feel like with this Three of Pentacles reversed, there could be multiple people that you're dealing with where they are just not wanting to see eye to eye with you. They think that only their perception is meant to be considered, rather than, you know, trying to be open to everyone's viewpoint. That way there could be some sort of compromise or resolution reached, but instead someone decides to just pull back and not make any more effort. You could just be focused on going it alone, period, point blank. You feel like that would be in your best interest to just do things that way, because every time you try to include someone else along your journey, there's always some sort of conflict, or there's always some sort of deception that comes about. There could be some drug use or some drinking going on, and just some lower vibrational energies here. There's someone here who is a ticking time bomb for sure, and we realize that, so we are pulling away. The Tower. So we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so I feel like there's something here that is definitely concerning the family, the workplace, some sort of opportunity here where there's a loss. You guys are feeling very lonely. Some of you guys are dealing with divorces, breakups, things like that. Something is draining you and depleting you financially due to this divorce and breakup. It could have a lot to do with having to expend money for divorces, things like that. I also feel like with this, there could be issues with broken families, broken homes, things like that. So there's been some sort of truth, some sort of injustice within the workplace, within family, relationships, hell, all of the above, where everything has now come out. And Princess of Swords, you're seeking your justice, you're speaking your truth, and then you are severing the bond as stated before. You may be exchanging ideas here with someone to move forward with actualizing your creative projects, things like that. I also feel like you guys could be reaching out to lawyers, things like that, where you're working towards finalizing a separation here. I don't even know why I put that there. Six of Wands reversed. You know what? You're communicating with someone that you feel like you're not receiving the attention or the reciprocity, rather, that you gave to them. Like they weren't there for you the way that you were there for them. You felt like you weren't receiving recognition or gratification you felt like you deserved in the workplace, in your relationships, in your family, things like that. And so you're finally just setting yourself free and severing these ties. It could have a lot to do with you reuniting with someone here, or some sort of relationship where you may end up deciding that it's in your best interest to move forward. Some of you guys may have gotten offered a contract or things like that, where maybe things are not moving forward as they once were before. This could also refer to, you know, any reunions, once again, you know, coming together back with friends, old flames, things like that, where there was some sort of injustice involved in this, or a marriage, things like that. You guys may find that some money may come in that you weren't expecting, but then you will have to spend it as quickly as you get it. So that could also be a source of where this Ten of Pentacles reversed is coming in. Some of you guys could just be feeling lonely after you see the truth to everyone's intentions. You see that they had hidden agendas. You see that they weren't being honest, and now you see that loud and clear. You see that very clearly. The Empress. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Love it. So if you guys are helping someone financially or expecting to receive some financial assistance here, I do see that you will receive that. Princess of Cups reversed. There may be a water sign that we're dealing with, or just someone here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where they are not confessing their feelings. Or Pisces, this could be just your energy, where you are deciding not to confess how you truly feel about the way things transpired, or how you deep down inside feel about the way you've been treated, how you've been lied to, how there are imbalances in the relationship. There could be some insecurities getting in the way, or some sort of creative and emotional blockages that seem to be getting in the way with certain relationships here. And you just decided it's in your best interest to just focus on your home and your money at this current time, and leave behind any and everyone, any and everything that does not align with your higher purpose. Queen of Swords reversed. So we have the Ace of Swords. Yep, like I said, I knew that we were all speaking our truth. We see the truth. It is very apparent. Everyone's true colors. You are speaking it. They are trying to speak it, but there's someone who is being a bitch about it. And you just decide to sever bonds here. Period. It could be someone regarding your father, where they're dealing with something, or maybe the father of your children, or maybe they're viewing you in this way where they see the truth. Just all sorts of things concerning workplace. It could be a manager as well, where there's some sort of truth that comes to light, and you decide to cut your ties. Especially with this King of Wands, it could also be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I saw fire come up earlier. And, you know, I feel like this person is in the upright for the most part, but they're more focused on business. They're more focused on managing what they have going on. This could also refer to those of you who are entrepreneurs. You guys are focused on creative pursuits. You guys are delegating tasks to other people that are below you within a company. I also feel like there's an energy where you are taking on the leadership position, and you're doing fairly well in this here. I feel like you guys may be offered a managerial position as well. It could have something to do with the fatherly figure, or someone who is your father. Four of Pentacles reversed. There could be someone here where they are very possessive. They're very greedy, materialistic, and this could have gotten in the way of a relationship. It could be a fire sign specifically, but I see that you guys are getting organized. Everything is balanced, and you're focused on balancing work and play, home and work, things like that. The Emperor. We have the Three of Wands. Yep, so anything creative, anything concerning your goals, even if you want to travel overseas, things like that. I feel like you will start to see the beginning of your success. Just keep moving forward in your goals. Continue to do what you need to do, and you will accomplish what it is that you desire. Your dreams will, in fact, come to fruition. Some of you guys may be definitely dealing with some third-party situations with this Lovers reversed. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Earth sign here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Gemini, where there was a third-party situation. The third party was just someone that, you know, either your partner got involved with physically, or it could be a situation where, you know, someone decided not to go with a third party and not to go with us. I also feel like there's major decisions at the forefront. You're focused more on self-love, self-care, because things were not harmonious in certain relationships here. Definitely more references to broken marriages, you know, breakups, things like that. I also feel like we're at a crossroad right now. And so do we continue with a loveless marriage? Do we continue with an emotionally unfulfilling relationship, friendships, and so on? Or should we just move on to the path we've traveled, a completely new path? And with that Queen of Pentacles reversed, there could be something that's draining you financially concerning your home. It could just be the bills that have piled up, or it could just be the fact that, you know, you're dropping the ball with someone here. I also feel like there are imbalances with work and home, so you may be over invested in your work in some way. And again, also with that Queen of Pentacles reversed, you're focused on nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Judgment reversed, okay. So we have the Death card. Some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio, and we also have the Two of Wands reversed. You guys may be fearing the unknown, or there are other people that may be fearing the unknown. And I also feel like it could be a Scorpio, or just simple and plain. There was an ending that had taken place, and now there are fears associated with this new journey that you are embarking upon. The lack of rebirth with certain people, now that it's finalized for good, it could be pretty daunting for you. But I do see that Eight of Pentacles, as long as you continue to master your craft, if you are in an apprenticeship position, or if you are training, things like that, you will continue to improve your skills. You will master not only your craft, but you will master yourself. And I see here the world. You guys are traveling. Some of you guys could be dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus here, where you're completing a cycle. I also feel like you guys are traveling. It could be overseas. You're moving somewhere. You're moving on. And once these cycles are in fact completed, you will start to see success in your endeavors. You will start to see everything come full circle. Things will start to fall into place. You will start to notice synchronicity. And you know what? I meant to mention earlier about the blue jays. I've been seeing a lot of blue jays. And for some reason, I felt like, you know, it really associated with our sign, Pisces. Blue jays are representative of good luck, abundance, balanced and harmonious relationships, more love in our lives, things like that. So I do feel like, although it may be delayed a bit, because multiple threes can also represent delays, and of course, true to its name, Mercury retrograde can cause delays with our progress. Just because we experience delays does not mean that it will last forever. So keep pushing forward, keep doing what you're doing, even in the face of opposition, even though people are trying to be combative with you, and just trust and have faith in the fact that you have what it takes, and you will do what it takes to get what it is you desire concerning abundance, finding happiness, finding love, things like that. I also see the Princess of Swords coming back out again. You guys could be talking to an air sign where you're just like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm moving on. I'm focusing on my money and my home. I don't have time for this mess. There could be somebody that's doing some spying, or there could be people watching you on social media here. And that could be where all this opposition is coming from as well. Five of Wands. So we have the Temperance reverse. So here we have Sagittarius energy. This is all about people's tempers flaring. This could be something regarding instant gratification. Maybe your fears are circulated around that perception of always wanting instant gratification rather than taking your time. This could also be a Sagittarius where you guys are hoping to separate with the sign as well, because they are more focused on sex. They are not balanced. They have a bad temper. I feel like they're not focused on the long term. You feel like you won't find balance. You won't be even keeled because of everybody that is trying to oppose you. But I do see that you are standing firm as long as you don't feed your fears, Pisces. Again, with that Queen of Pentacles reverse, you could very well be turning down earth signs or an earth sign here, just due to there being a lot of imbalances. There could be, again, you know, references to where you've taken care of other people for quite some time, and now it's time for you to take care of yourself, and you realize that. So you are now releasing yourself in the outcome, which brings me to wrapping this up here, the Four of Wands reverse. Some of you guys are dealing with breakups here, or, you know, instability within the home. There could be an issue where there's a breakdown in communication. No one is hearing the other. No one is trying to understand the other side. And, you know, this is when you're trying to get your justice. So you just decide, you know what, I'm done with this, and that's that. And just because you released yourself from this, it could just be that you're starting to see that, you know, because improvements weren't coming to fruition, and because there's been a lot of instability with your relationships, within your family, within your home, you figured that it would just be in your best interest to focus on yourself, your money, and your home, and get that right, and worry about everything else later and everyone else later. And you know what? Let's go one step further before we wrap this up. Let's see what this Four of Wands reverse could be talking about. This could just be in reference to you guys breaking up, broken marriages, and it's because you were not emotionally fulfilled. Someone or something that occurred has forced everyone involved to walk away. Some of you guys may be walking away from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like, you know, maybe someone that may have asked us out on a date, maybe someone who had made some sort of love offer, or, you know, wanting to come in and sweep us off of our feet. We felt like over time we started to see their true colors, and we decided to walk away. I also feel like creatively we could be receiving a multitude of opportunities to take advantage of, and, you know, regardless of the sudden and unexpected change that we may be dealing with, I do feel like although the wheel is turned upside down, the wheel will be turned upright once again, and good fortune will start to flow into our lives. But focusing on creative projects, if you guys are entrepreneurs, focusing on your goals, and that alone will continue to bring in the abundance that you seek. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys, Pisces. Once again, guys, be sure to leave a like on this video, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. Also, guys, if you'd like to go get your merch, check out teespring.com/stores/Lotus Designs to get your very own. Once again, check out my narcissism series. I'd love to know your thoughts on the matter. I will go ahead and link them up above, as well as my vlog. Guys, be sure to leave comments below and let me know your thoughts. I'll also link that above as well. If you would like to join me live, I will be going live between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m. Central Time. And if you have a question you would like answered, you can get your question answered for 20 bucks. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.